can also set up with your knees out to the side, feet together, and then set up blocks underneath your knees. Another shape you can take is a supported bridge. So sending your hips up, placing a block underneath your sacrum. Just try to find a shape that's as comfortable as possible for you to begin your practice in. And then place your hands either somewhere alongside your body or somewhere on your body. And close your eyes down. And then start to connect with the way that your breath is moving in and out through your nose. Start to scan your body from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head, and just notice where you're holding on to tension. And then see if you can mindfully send your breath to those places that are a little bit tighter. You want to do that by visualizing the breath moving into those spaces. And then wherever you are, take a full breath in here through your nose. Full breath out your mouth. And start moving into Ujjayi Pranayama. So inhaling through your nose and constricting the back of your throat as you exhale. So we're going to move a little bit more slowly tonight, especially because temperature has changed, and I find for my own body sometimes I get a little bit more tight, more rigid, a little bit tighter in your lower back, maybe in your shoulders. But by moving a little bit more quietly, a little bit more slowly, you start to create a little bit more heat in your body. And from wherever you are, bring your hands alongside your body. If your knees are open, gently use your hands to close up your knees. You have a block underneath your head, remove the block to the side. And then bring the soles of your feet down to the ground. And then draw your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a squeeze. And then from here, just gently rock a little bit from side to side. It doesn't have to be a lot to be efficient. You might notice that when you move a little bit more slowly and you're using micro movements, you might actually feel the movement a little bit more in your body. And then from here, take a full breath. And then empty it out. You're going to keep your right knee drawn in and extend your left leg out in front of you. Connect your left heel to the ground and then press up through your left heel. So you're flexing your left toes towards you and you're going to draw your right knee closer towards your right shoulder. So coming into wind relieving pose. And then from here, it might feel good to just stay static in this shape, or maybe you want to add a little bit of movement by making some tiny circles with your right knee clockwise and then maybe counterclockwise. So by adding movement, you're tapping into the synovial fluid in your joints. You'll pause and take a full breath in. And a full breath out. You're gonna keep your left leg the way it is. You're gonna bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right thigh, extend your right arm out to the side, and then draw your right knee over towards the left. So you're coming into a twist towards the left side. I want you to notice if you're pulling your right knee or if you're allowing for the shape to happen. So your knee does not need to connect to the ground. You want to think of keeping the integrity here in your spine. So think of aligning your right shoulder down towards your sacrum. What might feel good is to place a block underneath your right knee if you want a little bit more support. Take a full breath. And then empty it out. You're going to come back through center, taking a breath in. Keep your right knee drawn in. Reconnect your right hand to your right leg, and then slide the left sole of your foot down to the ground. And then you're going to bring your right ankle over top of your left thigh, come into figure four shape. And then from here, you're just going to keep your hands either on your body or alongside your body. You're going to work at opening up through your right knee. So you're going to press your right knee open towards the ground. You're going to flex your right toes towards your knee, so you're protecting your knee joint. And then from here, draw your lower belly in towards your spine. So you're connecting your lower back to the ground. And then you're going to draw your left knee towards your face. So right away, you might feel this a lot in the outer edge of your right hip, even without the use of your hands. So through here, I don't want you to pull. I don't want you to keep your hands grounded. Keep them off of your left leg. Even if if you're used to coming into complete thread the needle, just work at opening up through your right side body here. And then you can add a little tiny bit of rocking from side to side. Might get a little bit deeper into your right hip joint. And then you're going to keep your feet the way they are, keep your legs the way they are. Make sure your left leg is relaxed. Bring your hands behind your head. Find an interlace of your hands. Really allow your elbows to connect to the ground. You're going to, again, re-engage through your core. You're going to find a slight tilt of your pelvis. So right away, you might start to feel this in your lower abdomen. And then you're going to inhale, lift your chest, lift your shoulders off the ground. So you're in a figure four shape with your shoulders lifted. You're going to take a full breath in and then a full breath out. Stay really relaxed through your left foot. You're going to keep your left hand behind your head. You're going to release your right hand and then place the outer edge of your right hand, so either your forearm, and connect it to your right foot if you can. And then from here, think of lifting your right shoulder up higher towards the ceiling. You might peel your left shoulder blade up a little bit higher. Take a full breath in. And then a full breath out. Come up a little bit higher again as you breathe in. And then release everything down to the ground as you breathe out, so uncrossing your legs. And then from here, bring your feet to mat width distance, and then windshield wipe your legs from side to side to release that. Coming back through center, bring your feet back to hip width distance. Draw your left knee in towards you. Extend your right leg long in front of you. Press out through your right heel. Flex your right toes. And then same thing on this side. You might add a little bit of movement into your left hip joint by adding some circles. Coming back through center here, keep your left knee drawn in. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Bring your left hand all the way up to the side, come into a T shape, and then twist over towards the right. Again, same thing, your left knee does not need to connect to the ground, but you can place a block underneath it. And then see with that constriction here in your lower belly, if you can keep your breath moving fluidly in and out through your nose. Coming back through center, draw your left knee back in, reconnect your left hand, and then slide your right foot down to the ground. Find a figure four shape with your left foot. And then press out through your left knee. And then from here, without using your hands, draw your right knee in towards you. Again, feel free to rock a little bit from side to side. Just really gently micro movements here in your lower body. And then find the interlace of your hands behind your head. Lift your shoulders, your chest, your head off the ground. Think of peeling your shoulder blades off the ground as well. And then keeping your right hand connected to your head, extend your left hand all the way out to connect with your left foot, and then lift yourself up a little bit higher. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift yourself a little bit higher as you breathe in. And then release all the way to the ground. Release both feet down to the ground as you breathe out. Arms either come at your side or into a T shape, and then windshield wipe your legs from side to side. Okay, coming through center, taking a breath in. Reach your right hand up overhead and then come into fetal position on your right side. And then from here, you're going to press up, come into tabletop, facing the front of your space. So keep your hips over your knees and then walk your hands forward about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, and then lower your chest, your chin and your forehead, or your forehead to the ground. Come into melting heart pose. You're going to feel the stretch between your shoulder blades. If you sit at a computer a lot, or even if you're on your phone a lot, you might feel a lot of tightness between your shoulder blades, maybe at the top of your shoulder head. So really think of deepening your breath here. You're going to press into your palms. Press back up into tabletop as you breathe in. And then arms are straight, moving through some cat-cows. Drop your belly, lift your chest, inhale. And then round through your spine, look towards your navel as you exhale. Do that a few more times. Drop your belly, inhale. And then round through your spine as you exhale. Close your eyes. Add some movement here from side to side if you need to, if that feels good for your body. You're going to come back through center, taking a breath in. You're going to re-engage here through your core. Curl your toes under and then walk yourself back towards your heels. So keeping your baby toes also uncurled. And then think of, again, keeping your core engaged here. So if you're not sure, bring your left hand or your right hand to your lower back, bring your right hand to your belly. And then just feel that the space in your lower back is flat. And then from here, you're going to close your eyes down. Take a full breath. Empty it out. Stay with it. Stay with the sensation showing up in your feet. Take another full breath in. And a breath out. And then gently walk yourself back into tabletop. Uncurl your toes. You can tap the tops of your feet to get the sensation back into your feet. Spread your fingers wide again, creating an L shape with your thumb and your index finger. Curl your toes under, lift your knees off the ground about 1 inch to a hover. Okay, so you're really thinking of creating a flat back here from your spine all the way up to your shoulders. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then hips up and back, downward facing dog. So in your down dog, keeping your feet hip width distance, bring a bit of a bend into your knees if your hamstrings are tight. Have the intention of sending your hips up towards the ceiling. So you really want to allow your head, your neck to release. And then from here, you're going to widen out your feet as wide as your space. Keep a bit of a bend into your knees, and then you're going to walk your hands. You're going to take a look at your front of your hands. Walk your left hand to somewhere between the middle of, like around the middle of your space. Really think that you're anchoring into your feet and into your core, okay? And then from here, lift your right hand up towards the ceiling. You might find a bit of a twist, maybe not. And then start to find some rotation here in your right shoulder. So turning your hand forward and back. So start to feel this a lot, maybe in your left shoulder. That's okay, stay with it. So think you're moving into strength on your left side and into mobility on your right side. Take a full breath in. Release your right hand back down as you breathe out. Come back, widen out your hands. Let this side go. Take a full breath and then empty it out. Keep a bit of a bend here into your knees. Look forward, walk your hand to the middle of your space. To your right hand to the middle of your space. Press into your palms, lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then right away, you feel this in your right shoulder. So see if you can draw this more weight into your legs and into your core. And then with your left hand, just start to add some rotation in your left hand. Turning it in and then out. Take a full breath. Land your left hand back down. Walk your hands back a little bit wider. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Land your knees. Come to sit on your heels. Release your hands alongside your body and then let that go. It probably feels like quite a bit of blood flow into your shoulders. And then you're going to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, so stretching out the left side of your neck. And then with the help of your right hand, bring your right hand to the outside of your right head, to the outside of your head, and then bring your head back to center, switching sides, left ear towards your left shoulder. Come back through center, bring your left hand to your head, press it back towards the middle, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. You're gonna come up to your knees and then curl your toes under. Bring your hands behind your lower back here. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then keeping your hands the way they are, you're gonna step your left foot forward. And take a full breath. And then step your right foot forward, you're coming up to stand. Big breath in, bend into your knees, forward fold, let it go. Gently release your hands to your lower back, so by bending your elbows first, and then bring your hands to your mat. Come up halfway, take a breath in, and then forward fold as you breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, big breath in. Hands come to heart center as you breathe out. Reach up, look up, inhale. And then bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift is your breath in, to forward fold as you breathe out. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Reach it up, inhale. And then bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Lengthen halfway as you breathe in. You're gonna plant your palms and step it back to plank as you breathe out. And then from your plank, you're gonna roll forward to your toes. And then roll it back. Roll it forward, breathing in. Roll it back as you breathe out. And then downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in here through your nose. And then full breath out your mouth. Bring your big toes together to touch. Draw your right leg up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And you're gonna bend your right knee open towards the right side as you exhale. So by doing this, you'll notice that you're pressing more weight into your left heel, right? Re-extend your right leg up towards the sky, inhale. And then again, bend your right knee open as you exhale. Inhale up. Exhale to bend. Reach it up, breathing in. And then bend as you breathe out. And then here you're gonna pause. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. You're gonna lift your left heel up towards the ceiling. So you still have your right knee bent. Take a full breath in. And then look forward, tap your right knee towards your right tricep as you breathe out. Take a big breath. Right leg sweeps up. Take another inhale. And then right knee towards your left tricep as you exhale. Reach it up towards the ceiling as you breathe in. And then knee to nose as you breathe out. And then gently lower your right knee between your hands. And you're gonna start to angle your right shin. You're coming into pigeon, but you're gonna stay lifted. So we're not here very long. So if you're pretty tight in your hips, just know that you're not here forever. Take a full breath here. Plant your palms, recurl your back toe under. Right leg sweeps up as you breathe in. And then step your right foot between your hands as you breathe out. Okay. Easy twist. Left hand plants, right hand sweeps up. And then from your easy twist, turn your right palm towards the back of your space. So you're finding rotation in your upper arm. Bend your left elbow. Take a half bind. So you want to think of rotating, so rolling your right shoulder open towards the ceiling. So you'll feel the stretch along the front of your shoulder. And then release the bind, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, inhale. And then lower your right hand to the inside of your right foot as you exhale. From here, lower your back knee down. You can keep your toe curled under or uncurled. It's really your choice. And then from here, draw your right knee in towards your right shoulder. So think of pressing them towards each other. So you're creating some traction here in your hips. You should be feeling this in your glute. Keeping your lower belly engaged here. So remember, throughout all of the shapes, you always want to keep your core engaged. And then from here, you're going to bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot, where you're going to slide your right hand behind your right foot. So think that your bicep and your calf are connected, okay? And then just keep working at this, keeping your left knee connected so you're getting really deep into your hips. Should be feeling this in your right hamstring, probably maybe even your left psoas, your left hip flexor. Take a big breath. And then gently slide your right hand back to the inside of your right foot. Curl your back toe under, and then you're going to step it back to plank. From here, roll forward, lower down halfway. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Taking an inhale here through your nose, and then out your mouth. We have a whole other side. So bring your toes together, draw your left leg up towards the ceiling, inhale. And then bend your left knee open here as you exhale. Re-extend your left leg, breathing in. And then bend your left knee, breathing out. A few more times, inhale. Exhale to bend. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take a full breath. Lift your right heel up. Full breath in. Really staying with this. You're going to look forward. Roll it forward. Left knee towards your left tricep. Reach it up and back. Inhale. Left knee towards your right tricep as you exhale. Reach it up. Big breath in. Left knee towards your nose as you breathe out, and then gently land your left knee between your hands, and then find your way into pigeon, but keep yourself lifted. Taking a full breath. Send it out your mouth if you need to. Getting pretty deep into your shoulders and into your hips, so you might start to feel some stuff stir up for you. And you start to feel a little bit more heated. You're gonna plant your palms, curl your back toe under, left leg sweeps up, inhale. And then step your left foot between your hands as you exhale. Easy twist, left hand sweeps up. And then from here, you can either keep your left hand lifted or find rotation in your upper arm, and then bend your left elbow, take a half bind. Another big breath in, and then a breath out. Left hand reaches back up, inhale. Land your left hand to the inside of your left foot as you exhale. Back knee comes down. Connect your left knee towards your left shoulder. And then finding some traction here. So pressing your left knee into towards your left shoulder. And then from here, you're gonna bring your left hand around to the outside of your left foot. A full breath here. And then empty it out. You're going to slide your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Curl your back toe under and then press yourself back into plank. From here, roll forward to your toes, breath in. And then lower down halfway, breath out. Up dog or cobra is your inhale. Downward facing dog is your exhale. Taking a full deep breath in. And then send it out your mouth as you breathe out. You're going to draw your right leg up towards the sky, inhale. And then step your right foot between your hands as you exhale. Turn your back foot flat. Warrior two, rise up. Get a little bit deeper into your front leg. So think of stacking your knees over your ankles, toes point forward. If you want to amplify this shape, you want to think of pulling the mat with both of your feet. So you'll start to feel that activation in your inner thigh. You're going to flip your front palm, reverse warrior, take a big breath. And then from your reverse warrior, look towards the back of your foot. You're going to turning your left toes out, sinking your hip. You're coming into Skandasana. Bring your hands to your heart. You can also bring your hands to the ground. So staying really low here, just working at opening up through the inner line of your right leg. Keep flexing your right toes. You're going to stay as low as you can. You're going to bend your right knee and then switch over towards the other side. Look towards the top of your space. Crawl your hands around and then step back, downward facing dog. Taking a full breath and then empty it out. Drawing your left leg up towards the sky, inhale. And then step your left foot between your hands, exhale. Back foot turns flat, warrior two. Come up to rise. And then flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Stay really low here in your left leg. Come back to warrior two as you breathe in. And then cartwheel both hands down to the ground as you breathe out. Plank pose, inhale. And then from your plank, lower down to your left forearm and then to your right forearm as you exhale. Keep your hips at shoulder height if you can. If not, lower to your knees. Take a full breath. And then empty out. You're going to lower your knees, uncurl your toes, lift your chest, come into Sphinx pose. And then from here, just close your eyes. You're going to lower your forehead down. All hands come together. Making a pillow with your hands, just bring your forehead down to your hands. You're going to keep your toes the way they are, so the back of your foot lands against the ground. So you're going to press into your feet. You're going to keep your hands the way they are, so you can find a hook between your thumbs and your hands, so your hands stay connected. Keep your forehead connected to the back of your hands, and then slowly start to lift your upper body and your arms off of the ground. Take a breath, and then slowly land. Doing that again, inhale to lift. You don't have to go very high to feel this in your back. And then slowly lower. You have one more inhale. And then lower as you exhale. Release your hands, slide your hands alongside your rib cage. Press up to table as you breathe in. And then downward facing dog as you breathe out. Shake your head left, right, releasing any tension out of your neck and your jaw. And then from here, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Bend your right knee open towards the right as you exhale. Notice if you have a little bit more space this time. Take a full breath here, and then straighten out your right leg as you breathe out. Rebend your right knee, inhale. So twice more, straighten out your right leg as you exhale. So this time you're straightening out towards the side. Rebend, inhale. Right leg straightens out to the side as you exhale. Bend, inhale. Shift it forward, right knee towards right tricep as you exhale. Take a full breath. Right leg sweeps up. Take an inhale. And then right knee towards left tricep as you exhale. Up to the ceiling as you breathe in. Right into pigeon again as you breathe out. You're not here long, so stay lifted here. Plant your palms, right leg sweeps up, breath in. Stepping your right foot between your hands as you breathe out. Easy twist, right hand sweeps up. And then finding a half bind here with your top arm, if that feels okay for your shoulder. Taking a big breath in. And a breath out, reach your right hand back up towards the ceiling, inhale. Land your right hand to the inside of your right foot as you exhale. From here again, lower your back knee. You can decide to keep your left knee lifted. I suggest you lower it down. And then from here, bring your right hand around your right foot. So your shoulder is connecting to your calf. And then from here, lift your left leg up. Okay, so your left knee comes up. You can maybe walk your foot in a little bit closer just to start to adjust. And then from here, you're going to roll forward to your left toes as you inhale. So you're kind of using your right shoulder as a backpack for the back of your calf. And then from here, if you want to amplify, if this is enough for you, bend your elbows. So think chaturanga arms. And then press back up as you inhale. Slide your right hand back to the inside of your right foot as you exhale. Turn your back foot flat. Warrior two, rise up. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Take a breath in, and then move into Skandasana, but this time you're gonna stay lifted. So your left toes turn out. You're moving into strength. into your hip flexors, into your hip joints. So you might want to peel your right toes up towards you. And then from here, shift over towards the right. Take another breath. Look towards the top of your space. Plant your palms, step it back to plank. And then from here, lower down halfway. Up dog is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Good. Allow that to really absorb into your body for a few breaths. And then bring your big toes together. Draw your left leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Bend your left knee open towards the left as you exhale. Take a full breath here. And then extend your left leg all the way up to the side. So a couple times this way. Bend your left knee. And then straighten out your leg. Rebend. And straighten. Take a breath here. And you're gonna bend your left knee, look forward, shift it forward, left knee, left tricep. Reach it up and back, inhale. Left knee, right tricep as you exhale. Inhale it up. Left knee lands, coming into pigeon. Staying lifted here, take a breath. Plant your palms. Left leg sweeps up as you breathe in. Step your left foot between your hands as you breathe out. Easy twist, open up. And then finding the half bind with your top arm. You're gonna reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, inhale. And then left hand comes to the inside of your left foot as you exhale, back knee comes down. Slide your left hand to the outside of your left foot. And then from here, lift your right knee. You'll start to rock a little bit back and forth. And the next time you come lifted, stay, and then you're gonna bend both elbows into chaturanga arms. Press back up, inhale. Slide your left hand to the inside of your left foot as you exhale. Left leg sweeps up, breathing in. Land your left toes down, breathing out. Take a full breath in here through your nose. Full breath out your mouth. And then you're gonna bend your knees, look forward, step, hop, or float towards the top of your space. Halfway lift is your breath in. Into forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Reach it up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward, exhale. Half lift, breath in. Sink your hips into chair pose as you breathe out. So you can keep your feet here hip width distance or bring your big toes together to touch. So staying really low in your hips, you're gonna bring your hands behind you, find an interlace of your arms, and then lift your hands off of your lower back. Roll your shoulders back behind you. Think of peeling your hands off of your lower back. So you're getting more mobility here in your shoulders. So neck stays really long. Take a big breath in, and then forward fold, breathing out. Bend your elbows, release your hands to your lower back. Then slide your hands down. Come to your fingertips, come up halfway as you breathe in. And then slide your hands underneath your feet as you breathe out. So for Padahastasana. So the back of your hands is on the ground and your toes are coming towards your wrist creases. Then you want to give yourself a little massage with your feet. And you're going to drop your head, your neck, your shoulders. Slowly slide your hands out. Come up halfway as you breathe in. Plant your palms, find your way into downward facing dog as you breathe out. And then right away land your knees. Come to seated, reach for your blocks, and extend your legs out in front of you. So both legs are straight, both toes flex towards you. So keeping your blocks alongside you, just in case you need them, you're gonna reach your arms up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And then keeping the integrity here in your spine, you're gonna lean from your chest, leaning forward, so hinging at your hips. And then keep hinging as long as your back stays straight, and then reach for your feet. Okay? And if you want to make this a little bit more passive, you can bring blocks to your thighs, to your shins, and just land your hands down. So it might feel more comfortable this way. And close your eyes down. As the back of your legs start to open, you can start to reach a little bit more forward. As you create more space, you can change the positioning of your blocks. So maybe you'll place your forehead onto them by sliding the block, placing the blocks one over the other. Gently start to make your way up. And then you're going to slide your feet, so the soles of your feet together. Reach your arms up, inhale. And then start to fold forward as you exhale. So same thing, you want to keep that long line here in your spine. So elevate any way you need to. You can place blocks on your feet if you want to lower your forehead down, maybe ahead of your feet. Slowly start to make your way up. Move the blocks to the side. Close your knees up. And then turn around to face the back of your space. And then just come to lie down on your backs. And from here, extend your legs out and come right into your final Shavasana. You can place a towel over your eyes, maybe some pillows underneath your knees, or maybe some blocks underneath your knees. Take a full breath in here through your nose. And then out your mouth. Just noticing the subtle energetic shifts within your body. You might feel some heat in different areas of your body. And see if you can soften your face and relax your gaze. And turn your awareness to your third eye, the place between your brows. Have a great evening, you guys. Namaste.